Wakasala GWT, and welcome to Rule Sports. Now today I'm in Vegas, and I'm in the oldest gym in Vegas, Johnny Tocco's. We have my man here, Luis, who is the manager here, and also a personal trainer. And just gonna let us know about the 5 top fights in the history of boxing.
In terms of 5 biggest fights in the history of the sport, Jack Johnson defending the heavyweight title against Jim Jeffries was gigantic because Jeffries was coaxed out of retirement to fight Johnson. Everybody thought he was going to win simply because he was white.
Yeah.
And a former champion. Yeah,
Whoa.
I mean, having a black champion at that time was just
Unheard of.
unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Oh, wow.
Unacceptable. Socially unacceptable. So that fight, I mean, laws were created because of that fight about videotaping a fight and not being able to take it over state lines. You know, it affected social culture, not just the boxing game. It had a touch all over the world in terms of race relations and things like that. From there, you know, I would probably go straight to Ali Frazier, but we got to count all 3 of those as one thing because each individual fight, that's going to take up 2, 3, and 4. So the whole Ali Frazier series, you know, Thrilla in Manila, Don King putting together some of the biggest purses in the history of the sport. Frazier winning the first fight, nobody expected that.
Yeah.
You know, Ali was invincible and untouchable at the time. Frazier was practically laughing at him, walking him down, knocked him down, and then of course Ali avenging the loss in the next 2 fights. Right behind that, I would have to say Ali Foreman, because at that point, Ali had been shoe on the other foot, underdog, old champion, coming out of retirement or off of a long layoff, and against the young monster George Foreman.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to win. Got the whole world behind him. Rumble in the Jungle, done in Africa. I remember there's a side story. The dictator ruler of Africa, in preparation for that fight, put 100 criminals in a stadium and shot them all. And basically said, anybody else act up during this event, you're gonna suffer the same fate. So when a fight has that kind of significance, you know, you're talking big. Right after that, believe it or not, I'd actually say Larry Holmes and Jerry Cooney. Now that's a fight that's often overlooked, but one of the reasons it was so big, it was the highest grossing fight in the history of the sport up until that point, because it was a white guy challenging Larry Holmes for the heavyweight title, and a lot of people sentimentally bet on Cooney, even though boxing insiders knew he didn't have a chance in hell of beating Larry Holmes.
Yeah.
Even though he put up a good fight, and basically everybody knew he was going to go in and get decimated by Holmes.
Yeah.
But the fight it broke records in terms of money because, again, they played on xenophobia. The next one is this one. I had an argument the other day with somebody about the significance of this fight, and they're saying, you know, there are thousands of fights that are more important. Yes, but there have been none bigger. There's no fight where one guy is making $180 million for a purse. That's crazy. That there are rap moguls who dream still about making that much money in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Let alone for 36 minutes of work. You have Manny Pacquiao, who pretty much changed the country of the Philippines again. They had a second boxing revolution because of him, where now every kid over there wants to box.
Yeah.
The president of his country flies over to see him fight. This is the largest fight that's ever happened.
Absolutely insane. Those were the 5 top fights. Be sure to check out Rule Sports. Be sure to subscribe to it. Be sure to check out the eye for other videos. Be sure to check out the social media, the merch. Thank you very much, Luis.
Absolutely.
Absolute pleasure. Where do I begin?
Well, like I said, like you said, you're in the oldest gym in Las Vegas. It's been here since 1955. The guy who made this gym famous was Sonny Liston. Of course, won the title by knocking out Floyd Patterson.